Yeah, I mean, thank you very much first for inviting us and for giving me this opportunity to talk to you about my experience. And I work as a diplomat now for more than 20 years. And we organize or attend so many activities, from lectures to seminars, conferences, and to festivals. And from my experience, I found the most important that would come to the people's mind and heart is when there is direct contact. I mean, whether in festival like this, or I mean, here I'm comparing between lectures or seminars or talks and the actual activities. So travel, I think that's the greatest thing, when people travel and go and see the other. I mean, this will give them an idea better than just hearing or just watching. I mean, for me, during especially my work in UK, I organized so many activities like music, cultural, and I found that this is the thing that go to the heart and the mind of the people easily, even with different languages. And so I think that travel helped in that way, in bringing us together easily and more actively, or more emotionally also. Yeah, maybe I was educated in the West, and probably there was some stereotypes or ideas in our mind about the eastern part. Because yes, I know that Czech is Central Europe, but so when I came here to work, I already had visited Czech Republic for probably 10 times or for many years, just to attend conferences and seminars. And so I used to come from airport to the hotel, and from the hotel back. So when I came there, I said, what I'm going to do in Prague? I thought it would be maybe, I mean, calm but I found that Czech Republic, I mean, especially Prague, is so active. There's so many things happening to the extent that you can't attend, and you can't, I mean, have the time to go every day, everywhere. I mean, like this festival, there are many festivals. I mean, I was surprised how many festivals are happening in this city along the year. So I think how active it is, how active is the country and the people. I think we have similarities in several things. History, Czech Republic is in crossroad in the central part of Europe, and it was connected with the neighbors. And that's what Yemen as well. Yemen also located in the central part of that region, and it was also a hub for trade and along history. I mean, I'm talking about ancient history and also in modern times. I mean, Yemen was, the Yemenis were famous in trade and travel and then migrating to all of the world. So history, there are similarities in terms of history. Also the structure of the society and the role it played in Yemen, and also the Czech Republic, and how religion played a role here, and how it was in Yemen. I mean, there's also I also tell people that when I see Prague as a city, it reminds me with Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, although with different type and of agriculture and architecture. I mean, but Sana'a is still it's an oldest capital in the region, and it's still preserved that its houses and architecture that was built maybe 100 years and still present until now. So history, I think that's what you mean Yemen give to the world. We, the Yemenis, proud first coffee. Coffee, we believe that coffee, possibly, there are some theories about where it was produced for the first time, but we are sure that it was exported for the first time to the outside world from Yemen, particularly from a port in Yemen called Mocha coffee. And that's where the Mocha coffee gained that name. And it comes back, it is the port where coffee exported. We have, in Yemen, you have two different places or different aspect or landscape, from the seaside to the mountainous, to the islands, and to. I found the Czech people in love with an island in Yemen which is called Socotra. Most of the Czech people, especially who worked in the region, especially in the Gulf countries, I mean, most of them visited Socotra. So I can't recommend which part, but if people are looking for history, you'll find it everywhere with different, if you're looking for the seaside, or we have about 2,000 coastline with, and I've been to several countries. I mean, I never saw or found that type of beach, I mean, which is rich with the sand and less rocks. And so I think anywhere in Yemen, it could be good to visit. Oh, I'm a good hiker. I go to the mountains, and I'm impressed by how hike, organized in this country, and how the routes and paths, with signs. And so my problem that I visit places and I forget the names, but it was last week in, I don't know if I can pronounce the name correctly, it's Yazira Mountains. Yazira Horay Mountains. And probably, I love the mountains and the green. And it seems I'm just started. It seems very interesting. I will go around and see. And as you asked me earlier about, I think food also, we the Yemenis ignored our rich food, but we just started probably during the last 10 years to open restaurants and with the Yemeni cuisine. And I found them very popular, very popular. So let us see what's there. Hopefully next year we will have some Yemeni food and participate with you here. We had just 2 weeks ago a small event with Yemeni food in our embassy with people from Prague, and they liked it and enjoyed the Yemeni food. Oh, I wish for the Czech is, they are doing well. It's a prosperous. I wish them, more prosperous and more advanced. Although they are already doing well, whether in politics or, I admire the success of the Czech people and even the Czech political system. أتمنى لهم أتمنى للشيخ الرخاء والسعادة والمزيد من النجاح. Thank you very much.